Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you all doing? I'm here down by the river. It's gorgeous. I love coming here at this time of year because you can see where all of the, where the river, when it flooded, where it all kind of moved the brush, kind of moved over it, and so I feel like the earth is renewed in that area. Hi, if you're just joining me. So we're going to be talking about what these retrogrades have taught you, and we are Mercury's direct, so all the planets are direct for the next 12 weeks. So I just wanted to pop in and talk a little bit about that, and I also want to talk about feminine leadership because today is the last day for early registration. So if that interests you, reach out to me. You can message me or you can click the link in my profile to read more about it. I have an amazing payment plan that I just popped up there for those of you that have reached out and talked about the monies. The monies are important, but our lives are also important. And so if you can make it work, it is a beautiful place and space to be in to really harness the energy of all this forward movement with the planets being direct, with coming into this new area. Hopefully you're feeling it. I don't know if you're feeling it. You could let me know if you're feeling it by typing in the chat. Hi, Sima. Hi, Jeremy. Hi, Adam. Loves coconut. So yeah, if you're feeling it, let me know. And I wanted to talk a little bit about what these retrogrades have schooled us in. There's so much around self-discipline, around being challenged in big, massive ways around your worth and your worthiness, the way that you process what you need, and you're being your own authority in your life and really advocating and being in the energy of knowing what you need and trusting that you know what you need, and really valuing yourself and what you bring to the table and what you have to offer. And this is really accentuated with the sun right now in Aquarius. We just had that big, beautiful new moon in Aquarius, and we're in this cycle of really being okay, being a leader in our own lives. And this is why feminine leadership is the place to be, to really understand yourself even more, to accentuate your own energies even more so that you can really flourish in what you're good at and what you came here to be good at, versus trying to just fit into the boxes that aren't working. So that's what feminine leadership is about. We go into your own astrology, we go into your own archetypes, and we gain access to kind of the archetypal lessons through myth and legend that are still alive and present in our modern world. The archetypes are there for us for a reason. And there are many archetypes of the feminine that have been hidden, that have been lost, that have been suffocated, that have been set aside. And really, I feel as though this is the time to, breathe life back into them, to kind of really activate them in our own lives so that we can see where we've been imbalanced and see where we need to create that balance again. In some indigenous cultures in South America, there is a belief that that it's this idea that the feminine and masculine are two wings of the same bird, right? That we have both, we have access to both within us, but that we've been operating in the world with just our masculine wing. And what that causes the world to do is go in circles. That what it causes us to do is go in circles, and that we need to activate both the masculine and feminine wing to fly and to get anywhere. So if you've been feeling like you don't understand why you're not getting any forward momentum in your life, in your business, in your relationships, it's likely because there's an imbalance between that masculine and feminine. And feminine leadership is all about learning how to use that feminine wing. And let me tell you, the women that come through this program, seeing the results and seeing what comes through for them through this process is so beautiful. It means so much to me to be able to not only witness that, but also do the work myself. Every time I teach this, it activates something new and something new comes through. So this program goes from March to June, and it is 13 weeks with me. There is part activation, visualization, part astrology and diving into your chart. Yeah. And it is part group coaching and group mentorship. So if you feel as though this would benefit you in your life right now, and really learning about yourself and learning about your chart and how that can help you to become a better person, a better leader, a better business person, better everything, this is it. And today's the last day for early registration, the early registration rate. So if that interests you, please reach out to me. So yeah, let's talk about Mercury going direct today. Now, whenever a planet stations direct, it's not like everything's like going forward like super fast. It stations direct and it's very like reflective. There's still this reflective quality, but we've come to the end of the having to redo, having to reanalyze, whatever. So we're done with that. Last night I spilled my last bag of rice. You know, it's like in the 6th house, you'll look and you'll start to notice, if you understand astrology, like 6th house retrograde might mean, you know, health issues. But thankfully for me, I mean, I did deal with some health stuff with, you know, VID, but for me, the 6th house was day-to-day routines and rituals. And it was like, I was spilling everything in the kitchen. Like, my kids were laughing because it was just like, oh, mom spilled rice. Oh, mom spilled tapioca pearls all over the floor. Like, all these like little things. And my pepper like spilled all into my bowl. And it was like, you know, these things happen for a reason. It's like, I definitely had a lesson around that. And so if you can look back at this last month, and really since December 19th, because hi, if you're just joining me, we're talking about everything is direct right now, but we're talking about like looking back and really looking at where the retrograde schooled you from December 19th until today. Oh, Sima, I'm so sorry. I had the same. My PayPal was hacked actually before Venus retrograde happened, but it was in the shadow. My PayPal got hacked, and then I hope that wasn't from my page, and then my page got hacked, which, you know, not only affected me, but affected, you know, my community. So that was definitely part of my lesson too, and I'm so sorry. Yeah, and then more, you know, yeah, things happen, but like for me, it's about pulling out the lessons, pulling out what comes through, like really taking today to reflect, journal, look at what the lessons are. You know, went to a women's circle last night and had a huge release and recognition of different things that need to be released out of my life, that need to be let go of. And when we can take the time to really integrate and really reflect, that's where the magic is. It's not all about pushing forward and, you know, feeling frustrated. It's about taking that time to reflect, receive, and integrate. So if things happened for you, and I know they did, because since December 19th, things have been crazy, look back. What was the deeper meaning? So let me just take you on a little, like, real quick, little thing. So, okay, my PayPal got hacked, right? So my PayPal got hacked. Someone kept buying Grubhub, and I was like, $100 tacos, and I was like, guys, calm down. Like, really, I don't understand why this. And then it happened again, and then it happened again after I thought I took care of the problem. And so my PayPal got hacked during Venus retrograde shadow. Then my Instagram got hacked, and I was like, okay, but what does it trigger in me? So look back since December 19th, look at what's happened. Maybe there's been a breakup. Maybe there's been a, you know, loss of money. Maybe there's been a gain of money. Maybe whatever it's been, it's shook you. Even if it's good, even if it's the good stress, it shook you. You got shook. What did it trigger in you? Okay, my PayPal got hacked. What it triggered in me is boundaries. What it triggered in me was violation. What it triggered in me was past trauma around sexual abuse. What it triggered in me was a feeling of being unsafe, a feeling of not feeling like I can show up because something bad will happen. So then you go in even deeper. What does that feel like? Where is it in my body? Where do I feel the closure? Where do I feel the constriction? Where do I feel the unsafety? Hello, part of myself. How old are you? Oh, you're 4 years old. Hello, how are you? Okay, you're feeling really shitty. Let's feel it. Okay, I'm the adult here. I'm going to take care of this part of me that is living here or living here or living here or wherever it is. And I'm going to sit with it and I'm going to witness it and I'm going to let it emote and show itself. Oh, I feel like I want to puke. Okay, I feel like I want to puke. That feels icky. I feel that in my belly. Okay, what color is that? It's this like gunky green, like it's not my energy. Okay, well then I can clear it. It's not mine. I can clear it, right? So this is the process of true somatic healing and witnessing that we can do for ourselves. And when we can hold that space for ourselves, we're activating our masculine and our feminine in order to hold this sacred space for ourselves to gain the lesson, to have the closure. I am not 4 anymore. I am not a victim anymore. I am not having to be subject to authority figures that are out of my control anymore. I'm not there anymore, but I'm going to keep activating that until I gain the lesson. I'm going to keep regurgitating that in this reflective universe. I'm going to keep calling in people that represent that. I'm going to keep calling in hackers that represent that until I integrate it, until I digest it. And I'm not saying that this is fair. I'm not saying that this is fair. I'm just saying that this is how it is. This is how it is. And this is why I do this work. And this is why I show up and I keep doing my own work every day. Last night I had the most intense clearing, and it's like those things don't stop. They don't stop because there's always new layers to unpack and unfold. And I've sat with women and I've sat with men who are like, I've done it. I'm done. And that is the most untrue statement that I've ever heard. And when you vocalize that, you are literally inviting in the contrast of that. So remember, the work is never done, but we can ask for gentle lessons. We can ask for gentle reminders. We can ask the lessons to be kind to us. And when we listen to those gentle lessons, we are allowing ourselves to process it in a digestible way, instead of it hitting our whole system and us being laid out. So the lessons keep coming with every breath until you are on your last exhale. When we come into this world, we take our first inhale. We're here, hey. And when we leave here, we take our last exhale. And we're healing and we are learning until we take that last exhale. So with that being said, this is what feminine leadership's all about. It's about being able to sit in a circle and allow yourself to feel and to keep doing the work, because with every moment that you are doing the work, you're doing the work for the rocks and the trees. And, it's like we're here as conduits for healing, and it's not just for us. It's not just for our own benefits. This is feminine leadership. It's co-creative. We're co-creating with the universe. So if you want to dive into the archetypes that make you unique, your unique essence that you came here to express and emote and be in, this is what feminine leadership's all about. Hello, sweet Molly. I would love to connect with you and catch up. So we go through the feminine archetypes. We go through, all of the pieces that make the feminine whole. And this is not just female, this is feminine leadership. The most amazing leaders on our planet that we're kind of lacking right now, but the most amazing leaders on our planet have this balance of masculine and feminine in a way that works for them. And everybody's kind of like recipe for that is different. And I truly believe that our astrological birth chart indicates this. Our birth chart is not anything other than the energy. It's just our soul saying, here's who I am. It's not that the astrology doesn't limit you. the astrology just expresses you. And so, me having Black Moon Lilith, the sexual priestess in my 4th house, means that that's a part of my essence, my roots. That is a part of my being. And so when I show up, naked on my profile, that is not for anyone else other than to pay homage to my sexual priestess. And you have your own sexual priestess, and you have your own crone, and you have your own maiden. And it's not to say that everybody's meant to show up the same way. And that's the beautiful thing. And that's why we need each other. And that's why this is co-creative, because when I see you showing up, I remember a certain aspect of myself that might be deep in the shadow, that might be somewhere I can't access it. But when I see you showing up, when I see you being you, I'm like, oh, I remember her. I remember him deep down. And so we need each other. And this is what this community of feminine leadership is all about. So if you are interested, today's the last day for early bird registration. We're diving in from March to June. The best surprise is that the first call I'm going to be doing live from Greece. And that was just like a massive manifestation that came through. I did the free vision board workshop. I put an image on my vision board that I had no idea where it really was. It's this beautiful image. And 2 days later, me and my sweetie were booking tickets to go. So, mostly him. But I got to be a part of that manifestation. And I truly believe every year, this is the 3rd year now that I've done my vision board. And within a week, someone has come to me and been like, hey, you want to do this thing? I have this extra thing, or I'm inviting you, or do you want to just do this thing? And it's so fun to play. It's so fun to play. So if you want that free vision board workshop, that link is in my profile as well. You can kind of get a taste for my work, get a taste for my vibe, and see if you want to jump into feminine leadership today. So the only exception that I'm making, and that you can get on my mailing list, the only exception I'm making is if you want to set up a call with me to learn more about feminine leadership. I'm setting up some calls. I'm just going to do like 3 calls tomorrow. So if you want to set up a call about it and see if it works with you, then I will extend the early bird registration, but you have to set that up today. So that's the only exception. I want to get back to the retrogrades. I talked about it. So if you're just joining this call, check my profile. I am getting shadow banned like a motherfucker. So if you're not seeing my stuff, that's why. And it's like I've thought about kind of redoing my whole thing, because I know that there's a lot of people, I have 6,000 some odd followers. It's like, I know there's something going on when only 2 people are liking a post, and that's okay. It's not about likes, but I am thinking about going through and, oh, thank you. I am thinking about going through and kind of clearing out. So if you haven't interacted with my page, I'm going to go through and kind of clear out just the least interacted pages, just to be trying to help my community see my work more. Because here's the thing, like when we have to play this game, and at any post where I say feminine leadership, there are certain keywords, Shakti, feminine leadership, there's certain keywords that just don't show up. Let's just be real. They just don't show up. So, and I've heard other feminine leaders talk about this. I've heard other Shakti activators talk about this. And so wrapping up, it's kind of a tangent. If you didn't see the beginning, that's what I was saying. If you didn't see the beginning of this and you want to see me talk about the retrogrades, the lessons, the then go to my page and you'll see this pop up. Okay, I love you all. I hope you have a gorgeous day, and reach out if you're interested in feminine leadership. Bye.